Alright guys, another windy day out here. Thought I'd introduce you to the new project. I've ordered online a cordless chainsaw. Comes with no battery pack, no charger. So this is an old microphone box. Just make sure you can see that. All the rest of the electronics, condenser mic. It's basically a mini flight case. Inside there we've got a very large 21 volt, around that kind of voltage, 5S, I think it's 15 parallels. Check that, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 parallel, 5S. It's not fully wired up yet, I've just done one side. You've all seen me building these before, so there's other videos on my channel, you can see me assembling these. It's just a larger version of the same thing. It's going to fit in there. I've got, this is a 12 volt server fan that normally was two pieces together. I've split them in half, wired them in series, and so that'll be a 24 volt fan which will run straight off this pack, 21 volts, no problem. He's going to sit up there in the top, and I'm going to have him pulling air out this way. In the end here I'm going to stitch drill it all along the bottom here, so we'll have airflow going in and then being removed by these fans through the lid at the top. Also got the obligatory voltmeter, that'll be going in there. A little switch to turn the fan on and off. We're going to have some really thick cable, and we're going to use a Nutric 2-pole connector. This is going to be set in the side here, more than likely. Set him in down there, you see that? Hopefully you can. And then we'll be able to hook up there, that'll run off to the chainsaw, and then that will be obviously fixed in there. Voltmeter on top, fans on there, little bit of cable for internal wiring, and a switch which you'll probably put on somewhere down here. That'll control the fans, should I need them or not. That's about the size of it really. It's just an introduction video to cordless chainsaw hack. So the chainsaw's due to arrive probably early next week, so I'm going to get on with building this case. Again, as I say, the fans will be in the top here. That'll all close down, they'll fit in there, no problem. There's plenty of room for that on there. Right on the corner. I might have to mount it that way on instead of vertical, then it'll fit just nicely in that little square there. But, yeah, that's the idea. Little switch on there. Voltmeter. Don't know where we're going to put him yet. He might well end up going somewhere along here. We'll see where we can get a good fit for him. Alright, that's it. Quick introduction, a new project. If you want to indulge in something like this, give you an idea what you're going to need. Got a Nutric connector and a socket. Some really thick cable that a friend of mine's given me. A little switcheroo. That's a 24 volt 6 amp switch, which is more than enough. 3 to 30 volt LED voltmeter, and some 25 amp to 35 amp black and red for the internal wirings. And that is, like I say, it's a fan off a server. It was a Sanyo San Ace. These actually, I'll just rip this down and show you if I can how it was connected before. I don't know whether I've covered this in a previous video or not, but, oh no, not going to be able to, so I've seriesed it up now. But this side here was there, so it was one long fan. They're meant to drive huge columns of air through long, deep server boxes, so they've got a really deep fan on them, very powerful. And I'm having it should pull an adequate quantity of air through this box. As I say, I'm going to stitch drill this end, lots of little holes so we get an airflow going in over the battery pack and then out up at the top here, venting out through the lid. which is where they'll eventually be sat. Everything will be running off the main pack. It should give me around 21 volts, around 30 amp hours. So it'll power all my corded tools that I've been doing, my rip saw, my table saw, my drill, my chainsaw, and I'm going to get a cordless angle grinder soon, and I'll have it to run that as well. So you get that portability of not needing to be anywhere near mains. Even though you've still got a cord on it, you can still take it and use it wherever you need to use it. So this should be an interesting little project. This is a big battery bank. All these cells are charged to 3.7 volts. They've all been holding. They've been sat in that configuration without the soldering on them for about a month and a half, and they've all held the voltage beautifully. So I know all those cells are great. So yeah, it's just a case of pushing on now. I'll probably try and do a bit more on this tonight, and I'll bring you back and show it you again when the fans are in and the switches are in and stuff. And then after that, it's waiting for this chainsaw to arrive and getting that hacked so that we can get the other end of this big thick cable attached to it. But there's a good amount of cable there. It's about a metre and a half, which is perfect. And this can either go in a backpack or it can just sit on the floor next to where I'm working. And because it's all encased and covered, there's no danger of any accidents with it or any penetration to the battery pack, and it should help to keep the water and the dust out as well. So we'll see how we go. That's the latest project. Still no more news on the bikes. Not really done anything with them, been too busy doing other things. But the winter weather's coming, so need to get this wood I've got in my back garden processed, because it blew a big tree down last week. So I was cutting it with my electric chainsaw and thought, I don't like this, we need a portable one. So there's the project. I'll let you know where I got the chainsaw from. It was $24.99, an 18 volt cordless chainsaw, no battery pack, no charger. I believe there's still some left to sell from a UK company as well. I didn't want to run the risk of it coming from China and not working. And the makitas and the sthils and the husqvarnas and the bosch chainsaws are just daft money, £300–400 and keep going. So we're going to have a cordless chainsaw up and running here for around about 50 quid. I mean, the sum total of these parts you see here is probably about £15, obviously excluding all the cells, which you already know I had anyway. So yeah, boogie on. So another crazy idea on its way. I'll show you more when we've got this box up and running. Take care out there. Welcome to all my new subscribers. Thanks for all your views. Let's keep it going, keep building. Alright, stay safe.